Okay, still at Goldstrom. This car caught my attention because my grandfather, who was a farmer, always had Ford Rancheros. His entire life, Ford Rancheros. And so I see a Ford Ranchero here at the Goldstrom show, so I had to stop and talk about it. We're going to talk to Eric. This is his 72 Ranchero.
Yes, it is.
Thanks, buddy.
You bet.
Okay, so tell me the story. Your wife was looking for lawn furniture, and you bought a Ranchero.
Correct. Yes. There was unfortunately the gentleman had passed away in a neighborhood just a couple miles down the street from our home, and they had patio furniture for sale, and my wife wanted to buy it, so she told me, "Hey, grab the pickup, come down, and pick up this lawn furniture. And by the way, there's this beautiful 72 Ranchero."
I love it.
I showed up, and this gentleman had several cars there, and they couldn't keep them all, so they wanted to sell the Ranchero, and it wasn't running at the time. So we kind of negotiated what I wanted to pay for it, and they were happy with that. And I got a 12-pack of beer and my two wrench head buddies down there, and we cleaned up the carb and changed the starter solenoid and fired it up and drove it out of there.
And a Landau roof too.
Landau roof. And I don't know if you could get a shot, but the undercarriage on it is beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably not unless
a
I want
speck
to
of
crawl on the
rust.
ground. I can get down there, but I can't get
get
back
up.
up. So,
Yeah.
okay. So one of the things that caught my attention. Okay, it says 429 on the hood.
Yes.
And so you gotta repeat to me once again the story on this motor, because this is not the original motor.
Correct. So I looked up the VIN number on it, and the gentleman converted this to be a 429 GT, but originally from the factory, from what I could gather off the VIN number, it was a 351 motor in it originally.
So he put the 429 in it. Is the motor, is it built? Is it modified at all?
You know, he's got the MSD ignitions on it. I'm sure that he had the motor gone through so it could, you know, in the day it was probably still running lead, right, in 72?
Right.
So they probably hardened the valve seats, and but it runs good. It doesn't have like a radical cam in it, but who needs a radical cam when it's 429 cubic inch engine?
Good point.
And you have no weight in the back, so.
Good point.
Yeah.
And love the Magnum wheels on it.
But it's definitely snappy, and
it's in
she'll go.
really good condition.
Yes, yeah, it is. It really is. Like I said, the heater core is leaking. I still got to swap that. I got a new one. The hood springs, I ended up finding on eBay. I had one of the springs went bad on the hood latch, so I had to buy the whole set of the hinges.
See,
hood hinges.
eBay's good for something, right?
Yeah, right. You can find some good car parts on there.
Have you done anything to the car since you bought it?
No, not besides replacing the spring, getting it started, you know, cleaning the carburetor.
And that was pretty much it. Huh?
That's pretty much it. Put a new starter solenoid in. Other than that, I just try to keep it nice.
This is funny because it's the story that I hear from so many people at these car shows is, I just bought it just the way that it sits. You know?
I bought it pretty much the way it sits. Yeah, no, it's been great.
Well, I saw the for sale sign in it, and I've already given you grief about that.
Yeah.
So I'll try not to do that anymore. But
the problem is that I'm just on the road all the time. I've got a new position, so
yeah.
I don't get enough time to give it. Like I said, I've been waiting to put the heater core in it, and haven't been able to for the past year.
A new
and
position,
not that I'm pushed to sell it, but if it doesn't sell, I'll be happy. Like, in fact, we rolled it out to come here, and I told her, man, my heart kind of breaks selling it. So I don't know. I may end up keeping it, but.
Well, and then you got people like me giving you grief about selling it too, so.
No, and I love it, and we have fun. We just don't get to enjoy it as much as we should.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be in this situation for like the next 5-6 years, so.
Well,
I'm trying to punch out like you, brother.
I know, man.
Trying to get to the finish line.
I feel you. I feel you. And you know how I would vote on this car, but I know that you'll do what you got to do. So,
Yeah.
man,
No,
I really
and I don't have to sell it. I just, like I said, I'm milling everything around because for
Yeah.
the next 5 years, it's not going to get a lot of use from me.
no, but it's certainly not going to lose any value
No,
either.
no,
so,
it won't. No, it won't.
Well, thanks for showing us your car. Thanks for telling us about it. Because
Thank you.
This is, I think, this is what my YouTube channel is all about: is car collecting for the rest of us.
There
This
you
is
go.
Normal people doing normal things with really fun cars. So,
Yes. And as you can see, like the paint's getting a little old on it and stuff. It's no trailer queen, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
right.
fun to drive down the street.
Yeah, and it gets a lot of attention too.
Yes, it does.
Wow. Well, thanks a lot, man.
All right,
Really
thank
appreciate
you.
it.